Hello, beautiful souls. I welcome you all. How are you all doing? How are the energies treating you? Today, my location is a little different. I think I will get back to my corner, but today the camera is going to be handheld. Okay, I'm back in my spot. It's always much better here. So, um, I'm not carrying any notes today, but I do have a few updates. I hope you can hear me clearly. Um, all right. So the energies, like I had. Hi, Ravisha. Welcome. How are you doing, dear? I am so glad you're here too. I'm hoping others will join us now too. So let me get started with at least the energy updates because the energies have been a little tough, and the last 3 days they have been massive downloads as well as upgrades that has been going on in the collective. The twin flames also are experiencing a lot of shifts and changes because if there were things that they were supposed to let go of by now, or purge or heal within themselves, or release it for their lineage, heal certain family issues, those things are going on because now the time has come for certain karmic cycles to be over. About a month or two approximately is kind of left, though we don't go by dates and months. It's about the energy, and it depends on how much we are willing to do our work. And can you hear me loud and clear? Hello, Anu. Can you hear me clearly, both of you? Yeah. So what I'm saying is, there are certain physical symptoms. It may vary from person to person depending on what they are doing, what wave they are in, what cycle they are in. Okay, so but some of the things is pressure being felt in certain parts of your head, including it leading to very unbearable kind of headaches. The only remedy for that is fresh air. Go for few 15-20 minute walks in nature, or where you can get fresh air. Sip water slowly. Okay, make sure you're staying very hydrated over these next few weeks. It's very important. If you are not very keen on having plain water, maybe you can add lemon, or you can have like iced tea without too much sugar. Instead of sugar, you can add honey, lemon. But you know, tea without milk would really help you. Green tea would really help you. Okay, you can add cucumber, or like when I'm making cucumber sandwiches, you know, so I squeeze out all the cucumber water, and so I drink that as is. If you like, you can add a pinch of salt, or literally a pinch of salt, you know, and it's wonderful. It does inner cleansing for you. So going for nature walks and spending time outdoors is really important. um, Other symptoms that people are feeling is vertigo, dizziness, very heaviness in body, like gravity is working ultra hard on your body. Some days feeling very hungry, some days not having appetite at all. Same thing with sleep, either wanting to sleep a lot, or getting woken up several times while you're trying to sleep at night, not getting full 8 hours or 7 hours of sleep that you're used to, or being fully wide awake through the night. Okay. And typical medicines will not really help you through these symptoms, because they are about, it's the energy and it's the downloads. And the best thing for you all is to do regular meditation, be it for 5 minutes morning and 5 minutes before you sleep. I have talked about Ho'oponopono several times. Please do start clearing with anyone who has been a pain in your butt, or you have been a pain in their butt, or with exes or with family members, especially where you have very um, difficult relationship with, or there is hard feelings, right? So take charge and take responsibility for your inner healing, and don't wait for them to do these things, okay? So some of the other symptoms are also blurry vision. From suddenly, you might wake up, or your eyesight is fine, and then suddenly you can't really read clearly or see clearly. You might feel that you might are getting eyeglasses or something. I suggest, if even if you do want to get your eyes tested, wait for a couple of days to for the blurry vision to pass, and then get your eye tested, okay? Some of you who are going through heart chakra expansion might find heart palpitations or slight amount of discomfort in your chest, and some even experience it and think that they are going through a heart attack. All right. So after taking the initial precautionary measures, it is generally not your heart attack or anything like that. It is your heart chakra expansion which is going on. Some other symptoms are, people are going through throat issues, because like I told you, the throat chakra is being activated, which is also connected to your listening and your hearing, right? Of listening to people, not just hearing the words, but actually understanding where they're coming from, what their point of view is, things like that. The soles of your feet might suddenly be paining, like you have walked kilometers and kilometers. It can also be happening in your calf muscles, because yes, eye pain, eye burning, dry eyes, all these are also certain symptoms. Any the connected. Some people, sorry, where was I? In calf is where you store your emotions, especially your negative emotions, get stored in your calf, okay? So because if you're not yet willing to release, or you're finding it hard to release, you might find a lot of pain happening in thighs or calves. Thighs are about dependency, okay? Left is your side and the feminine side, right is generally the masculine side and about others in your body. um, Okay, and then what is happening with the throat chakra is it's leading to feeling like you're coughing, but those who are not being able to express their true emotions are actually getting coughs. This cough is going to, please let me know when I'm back online. Okay, I'm back online, I think, because my image seems to be stuck here. I Should I continue talking? Okay, I see. I think I'm back. So, your cough, the only thing I will suggest is, if you're finding it hard to speak about what you're authentically feeling, expressing your anger in a balanced way, or expressing your pain or something like that, the best thing for you to do is write letters. I'm not asking you to go and give those letters to those people, but write letters and express whatever you need to express. And right now, full moon is around the corner, and you can then tear up and burn letters without rereading them and release it, flush it, okay? If you can hear me, that is great, because then uh, sometimes this network is acting funny. Usually though at this time the network is fine. I do hope you understood about the throat chakra, like mucus might be coming up and stuff if you have got cough. So my recommendation is to express yourself through writing. Any form of expression is still one step closer to expressing your authenticity, your genuine feelings, and acknowledging what you are truly feeling about a person, situation. Great. So also the thing that can help you is to gargle with warm water, and you put in 1 or 2 cloves and a very small amount of salt. Usually we put quite a lot of salt, but you put very little salt and gargle with it, okay? Because clove also has healing and magical abilities, okay? So you can gargle with that if your throat chakra is really giving you a lot of trouble. Try consuming more of honey, okay? So along with that, there's also emotionally. Now let's talk physically. According to your chakras, various things will be happening. You have listened to my previous updates as well as audios and videos, so you will surely know. But now coming to moods, there's a lot of anxiety, worry, a sense of, for some of them, a feeling, a deep sense of loneliness, even though they are surrounded by family, as though nobody understands them, or there's no one to really share their genuine feelings or something like that. Feeling very alone, feeling almost a state of depression and deep sadness, okay? But don't worry, this is all surfacing for you to just release and let it go, because sometimes you might not even know where it is coming from, okay? One of the questions I received today was, how do we know when it is time is coming for our reunion? First of all, you will have stopped asking that question. Okay, be it to meet your twin flame, or be it for your reunion after going through your separation, or you know, uh, there is a certain sense of calmness, there's a certain sense of detachment which is very healthy, okay? It's almost you just know deep in your heart or in your soul, so your mind stops obsessing or being anxious about it. If you're detached from the point of view of oh, I'm going to focus on work, or I'm going to focus on this because it's making me miserable, then you're not yet in the lane for the reunion. There's still more inner work that is required, which can change very fast. It depends on you, okay? Now, one of the things I did want to talk about is a lot of the divine feminines are so focused on what the divine masculine is doing, and what are they healing, are they aware, are they awake, are they this, are they that. But the point is, they themselves are not really working on their own spiritual awakening, neither are they seeing or healing why they are so obsessed, why are they being still triggered, why are they still refusing or being in denial, or not willing to surrender certain outlooks. They are not willing to move out of their karmic situations and stuff like that. Because there are some things that, be it you are a divine masculine or a divine feminine, you need to heal. Being needy, being clingy, wanting a person because you want any form of security, be it financial, emotional. I don't want to be alone, I don't want to grow old alone, I have nobody, those victim, martyr, those kind of sensibilities, those kind of feelings is codependency, any form of narcissism, wanting to control someone, wanting a facade of a successful marriage, successful happy home, or whatever. Still, if you still care about what people think about you, you need further healing. You have to get over the fear of being judged or criticized, and you have to also stop criticizing and judging others. Hi, I have been missing you. I so wish Vibha was also here, then our Toli would be complete, right? So, be it that you're a divine masculine or feminine, being independent, emotional independence, financial independence, okay, giving your own self a sense of purpose, a sense of independence and freedom, not feeling answerable or attached. Hi Piali. uh, Feeling capable of taking care of your responsibilities without the sense of obligation, or oh, I don't want to do it but I have to. There's no have to's, there is no should have, would have, could have. There's no more regrets. Old memories no longer trigger you, make you emotional, or make you cry. If you can narrate your story and you don't cry, be it small anecdotes or a larger graph, if you can laugh about it, you have healed. Okay, so if you're still in codependency, if you're still in a karmic relationship because of other people, because of certain promises, because of what will people think, be it because you want financial security, emotional security, anything like that, there's much more healing that needs to be done. If you're still using religion to hide behind, if you are still using God as an escape mechanism, right? You have to still understand the concept of unconditional love. These are things I'm just saying as pointers what we need to go through. There's much more, but this is a very quick one. What do you need to heal? Fears, old pain, anger, victim mentality, savior mentality, the hero messiah, that kind of mentality. Any fear of success is a very big thing. Okay, we are not so much afraid of failure because we're used to it. We know how to get up again a lot of situations. We are very scared of failure. We are afraid of being abundant. We carry guilt of being richer than someone else, or that we have been spiritual people, so we carry shame and guilt associated with money. Okay, because we associate money with corruption and with ego and pride and arrogance and misuse of power, stuff like that. Sometimes people are afraid of their own spiritual powers and gifts. They start getting afraid when they start accessing their own spiritual gifts. Okay, so you have to get rid of all these things one layer at a time. Last time I had started speaking about it, how it's like an onion. Every time you think you have peeled off something and you're like, oh my god, Nikita, it's back. Yes, it's back, but it's a different thing. Think of your journey as a spiral. Okay, so you might think you're in the same spot but you're not, and you're going higher and higher, and then it becomes lesser and lesser. The duration between the lessons or the tests becomes very short. Initially it might take you, say, a month to cover something, one of your triggers, to heal out of it. Then it takes you less. It might take you 2 weeks, and then a week, and then it'll take you just 1 hour, and then it'll be 1 minute or less than that, right? So that is the emotional part. Right now a lot of people are feeling anxiety, worry, and not knowing what is going on, feeling very lost, feeling doubt. Am I on the correct path? Is this true? Is it not true? And what is going on? It's because like the end of a beautiful thriller movie is kept under wraps till the very day of the release, and some idiot goes and post the ending of it on Facebook or some social media, and you're so irritated because they ruined the suspense for you. But this is the universe, so the end is not being revealed. And if you remember, when you're watching a suspenseful movie, not nowadays, it's hard to make us go into that, but when we were children, our eyes would be wide, we'd be wondering, oh my god, is he going to kill her or whatever. you know the suspense was built up, and this is not a negative feeling, okay? So don't give in to it. Don't The more of these worries or fears or feeling of being lost comes up, the more you need to anchor it in your faith. You need to remind yourself that I am in the hands of a very intelligent God. The universe knows what it's doing, and whatever the universe decides on my behalf is going to be for my highest and best. And that's how you have to just keep re-anchoring yourself in faith, and you have to just keep doing what you're doing. Your job is to make you happy. That onus is not on anybody else. Okay, they did not do this, they did not do that, I gave a gift and whatever happened. That reminds me, I want to thank two of my special, beautiful souls who have recently given me very sweet gifts, literally, also. And I was so touched. I was so touched by your gesture. And you know who you are. I don't know if you'd be comfortable with me taking your names. I'm not, but thank you, thank you, thank you. I was really touched by your gift. So, now, are there any questions? Because I'll start talking about dreams in the meantime. If you have any questions, something is bothering you, please start typing it out now so that I can start answering it. I just wanted to come on live because I wanted to just reassure everyone all is well. Just keep the focus on yourself till end of August. Some people or situations or events are going to happen which might feel like disasters to you, but they are not. If somebody is being removed from your life, allow it to happen because it's meant to happen. When they are ready for you, up to your vibration, whatever, they will be brought back in your life if they are meant to be there. Have that reassurance, okay? Anything that's happening now, okay, is for your highest and best. You are light workers, you are twin flames, you are divine souls. There will not be movement, Anu. Please, I am I you keep repeating the same question. It is not going to happen right now. There are 5 major planets in retrograde. Retrograde means ulta jana. It means no movement, okay? This is the time for introspection. This is the time to take a relook at what you have been doing since last year August. What challenge did you face at that time? Have you learned the lessons that you were supposed to? Did you heal the triggers that were brought in front of you? Did you surmount the challenges or find a way, whatever that you were supposed to do? Oh, Anu, I love you. You're my sweetheart. Like I said, I talk like a choo-choo train. Don't take it personally. I just talk like this, yeah. Okay, so uh, the retrogrades are making everything slow, and not just right now, not just these 2 months, okay? This entire year has been like that. If you have forgotten, please rewatch all the planet retrograde Dwala video, and you will understand what is happening. This situation is going to change. It's going to change very slowly. First, you have to clear out the old, be it energy, people, situations, before you let the new ones come. Okay, coming to the topic of dreams, okay? People, hold your horses. I'm reaching there. So, last few days, you have been getting very vivid dreams. Even if you don't remember, you will remember a weird feeling. You will recollect certain emotions, okay? Because you will have that kind of hangover when you wake up in the morning. But those of you who do recall, be it snaps or snippets of those dreams, they are kind of bringing certain things to your awareness. You might be communicating with your twin flame in your dreams because you might see them. You might even see that you've received a text or something from them. You might have been seeing your catalyst or your ex, which is very strange. So, uh, with your catalyst, the reason these dreams are coming is because there is still an energetic cord between the two of you. You need to either gain their forgiveness or give them your forgiveness and set them free, get yourself free from them. So what you need to do is do ho'oponopono with them, as well as ask Archangel Michael to cut any cords between the two of you. If you are still in touch with them, you need to have a conversation to bring a final closure. Okay, now with other kind of dreams that you are seeing, try to get into the symbolism, try to understand the symbology. Instead of asking someone else to interpret your dreams for you, ask yourself. Supposing you are seeing deep water, if you're seeing trees, if you're seeing something, no, try and remember the details. Was the tree barren or was it green? Did it have flowers? Did it have fruits? And what does that mean to me? Of course, you will find on Google several interpretations and stuff, but then every region seems to have their own interpretations, of the same symbology. So it's best to go within you. What is your most widely held belief, or how do you look at something in a symbolic way? What does sun represent to you? For example, for me, sun is all about happiness, prosperity. It is a life-giving force, right? Things like that. So uh, focus on what are the representations. Are you feeling that you're stuck, your legs are stuck, your feet are stuck, right? So this the dreams that are coming to you are giving you guidance on what you need to do. These are very powerful. This is especially a very powerful time. If you realize recently, not just are there eclipses, but also there are many portals back to back. 17/7, that is 17th of July, then there was 18th of July, which is a portal. Then there's so many this month that portals are happening, opening. So the realm, we are accessing the other realms far more easily. The veils are getting thinner and thinner. The more our third eye is getting activated, the more we are able to see and gain guidances through our dreams and through the other dimensions. And we might not do it when we are awake, but when we are in meditative state or when we are sleeping, the messages are coming through to us. Okay, so that is about the dreams that I wanted to really tell you. I'm sorry, people, when I am channeling the messages, I cannot talk about other things. I've told this before. I I am in a different zone. Sometimes I'm not even able to read clearly what are the messages that are flashing on my screen. Okay, so Anu, another thing I want to talk to you about is that there's a reason for the state of limbo, as we call it, where there seems to be no forward movement, or there is a sense of stagnancy, is because one of the reasons, of course, is to let go of the old, right? To make place for the new. If you are still doing the old things, you're still in the old relationships, you're still doing your old routine, nothing has changed. If you have not changed anything in your routine, nothing new is going to happen. Make small shifts, make little changes, make little difference. Stop procrastinating. You will know why I'm saying this in some time when I upload the daily guidance for today. Okay, but another reason why this is happening is because the divine feminine needs to be steady and be very anchored. She is the beacon, she is the lighthouse, as lighthouses are to ships. Okay, so the divine masculine needs her to be very steady. If she's going to be rocky herself, imagine if the lighthouse was also bobbing up and down. How would the ship know where to come, where to anchor, right? How would they know where is the harbor? So we are the divine feminines, even those who are nearly there at the stage of the union or reunion, are somewhere in a kind of holding pattern. Holding pattern is when aeroplanes, for some reason, when they're delayed and they cannot land at the airport, they are asked to keep circling the airport in a certain pattern, which is called the holding pattern. And the divine feminines, even those who are ready, are, a lot of them are in holding patterns, okay? Because, wonderful. Now, because when we are of different waves, okay, be it your first wavers, second wavers, third wavers, I know I've not spoken much about it because I try to avoid anything that brackets anyone anywhere, and it will kind of put you in the thing that, oh, it's going to take me so much time. No, nothing like that. But we are placed in a certain very strategic way, that supposing the front runners or the way showers, okay, who are heading of the line, when the starting of the line, their masculines might be right in the middle of the lines, or in the ranks, or right behind. Because you have to know one thing, we are as weak or as strong as the weakest link in our team. We cannot say, oh, I want to get to my union and that's it. It's a collective thing for the entire twin flame community. We are here to share, to help, to spread the healing energies, the positive energies. Okay, it's not about a selfish romantic relationship just for one and then off you go into the sunset. No, we are holding fort, and we can only be as strong or as fast as the weakest link. So the way some people are already coming into unions, some will be coming by the end of July, some will be coming in August, for the rest of them by the end of the year. Lot of things, lot of doorways, lot of gateways are there, and they will be working, they will be coming into contact, the next waivers that will be starting off, okay? So don't worry, just keep the focus is at least till end of August only on yourself. What do you need to let go? What do you need to heal? What do you need to clear? Yeah, you need to focus on yourself. I'm sorry, I thought I was getting a message, right? So any more questions? That's about the dream. Anu was asking about the limbo. I've addressed the depression and the physical symptoms. Mishu and Piali, do you have any questions? Ravisha? Let me think, was there something else? Okay then. So I'm going to leave you all then with a lot of love and light. It was just a quick chit chat, not even a chit chat. I just wanted to just quickly give a little update because a lot of people have been very stressed and feeling all the symptoms. Yes, time has accelerated definitely, because everything seems to be like, if I were to ask you, do you remember? I mean, when you realize that we are already in the middle of July, don't you go, what? Doesn't your mind go, what? It was New Year's 2 months back. It kind of feels like that, doesn't it? Because there's something, once we have cleared our 3D and we've reached into 4D, time seems to move very rapidly. And it's not just when you're having a good time. Ideally you would feel time is flying when you're very busy, or you're doing too many things, or you're having a whale of a time. But even when you are in anxiety, when you're feeling separation, when you're feeling triggered, you're still finding that time is flying. In that sense, time has accelerated. But since 23rd, or is it 26th, or 26th of June, suddenly time seems to have become slower, in the sense of the months seem to be flying, but in a day you're able to achieve much more. But right now, because we are clearing, we are downloading as well as upgrading, we are also purging, at the same time we are healing. One more thing I want to talk about, and thank you, I just remembered that, thank you, is that uh, people are slightly getting bogged down because they're having to balance several things in their life. Now, twin flames, you are masters, or you are masters in training. You're definitely angelic beings. You are divine, all right? So, not only do you have to balance work and home, okay, which could indicate mind and emotions for some, but also your spiritual life. You cannot any longer follow spirituality as a hobby. It is not something you can do 15 minutes a day and just as a time pass. You will be balancing relationships, home, careers, your own financial independence, okay, uh, your education, your hobbies, your friendships. You will, it's like once you balance two things, the third ball is chucked at you by the universe. Once you learn to juggle three of those, the fourth one is thrown at you. And it's when the new ball comes to you is when you start getting flustered. Okay? But they are very sure. They know that you can do it. That's why more and more things you're like, how do I listen to all the information that's out there? I have work, I have home, I have to look after my children, I have to look after myself. Now you're telling me you need to make me time and time for meditation. Okay, lots of love to you girls also. I hope this is making sense to you. You are master jugglers. You will be able to balance it all. Don't doubt yourself. The universe will not throw a challenge at you if you're not capable of handling it. You can do it. You can do it all. You just have to become better at time management. You have to learn how to do multitasking. For example, like this video, you don't really need to see my face, okay? So you can put it on your headphones, and while you're driving home or while you're cooking or while you're doing something else where your mind is not really occupied, you could be, when you're just going for your park, I'm going for your walk in the park or something like that, you could just listen to it on your headphones, be it my audio updates or these kind of videos, right? You can just do it at that time. You can break your day into a, like a time management schedule capsules, and take 1 hour at a time, take one day at a time. Don't think too much into the future. Don't even plan 2 days ahead if that becomes overwhelming for you. Just take it one step at a time. Right now I need to do this, and now that I have this gap, I have, supposing 20 minutes, what can I do in 20 minutes? I can listen to the audio update. I can use it to do my grounding meditation. I can use it to do my violet flame. I can use it to text my queries, for example. This is how you can just utilize your time better, because you cannot wait for perfect timing, perfect situation, conducive environment. Otherwise nothing will ever get done. If Okay, Anu, another thing that I want to tell you, when you feel that procrastination is happening even within yourself, for example, sometimes it's not out of laziness or out of lack of courage or a lack of desire to do something. Sometimes there is something which is not aligned. It can be the vibration, it can be the frequency, it can be that it's not yet time, others will not be very receptive. It can be that it is not divine timing, something is not aligned. It is your higher self, or your soul, that knows that it's best not to do something right now. I'm not saying that it is about your exercise, or if you're trying to start your yoga regime and you're procrastinating that. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about big issues, life changing situations. Sometimes you think you're clear, but you're really not, or you're not thinking things through. Sometimes there is an interference is this person? What's wrong? Okay, sometimes there's an interference because of some reason. And while I said that, okay. So I hope that answers your queries. And since so love you all of you, even those of you who are going to be watching it later, I'm sending you love and light, and I do look forward to your comments, to your relevant questions, to your likes. Do share, and if you have not yet subscribed, subscribe please. Love you all. Thank you, thank you, thank you. See you soon, Ravisha, Mishupi, Anu, Piali, Vibha. See you all later. Bye, guys, girls.